Great, so we've got all of our wood cut now. We've got everything sectioned off, labeled. Given that I can varnish this whole thing, I feel like I can reach everywhere. What I'm gonna do is varnish it after I screw it in, because once I've screwed everything in, I can then remove all the labels and then varnish it post drilling. So yeah, we're gonna do that first. I'm trying to think if that's a mistake and I should varnish it first, but the faff of learning where everything needs to go again after varnishing it and removing the labels, I don't think it's worth it. Video invader. Right, we're gonna do the second hole now. I'm trying out a new, I'm gonna go straight for the big drill bit instead of doing a little one and then a big one. I am sweating a lot, as you can see. It's kind of disgusting. Okay, looks good. Right, now this stays like that. Lift this up. It kind of just dollops out. That'll do. Stop falling over. I can see all the goo has oozed out, all of the glue, which is good. I mean, that means there's pressure, right? Between this is pulled down, it's pulled down on the wood. Right. So what have I learned so far? Drill the hole first. Probably smaller screws. These ones were huge, definitely overkill. Glue last moment and clamps. Very useful, although now covered in glue. I hope this is like PVA. Do you remember PVA in school where you'd end up with like this skin and you could like peel it off? That was disgusting, but I can already see it happening. Well, that's gonna bring me back. Anyway, I'll keep going, drilling, screwing, driving. I had a bit of a noob moment and a realization that when I was splurging everywhere, it's because you're supposed to, closed is, I thought the red thing was just closed, but closed is that, and then you undo it a little bit and it will come out of just the tip and it won't splurge everywhere. So that will be useful. So we've come across a small thing that maybe won't be a problem, but I don't think the wood is going to be strong enough in one of the parts. So this beam is going to be fine. This is going to be in the middle of the bed. Then this side, we've got the one pole here, and then there's an arch in the van, like a pillar here. Then we're going to have another pole in between that. And then the wheel is here, and it's quite big. So we can't put any more supports. And we originally had like a thin bit of this that was gonna cover this whole distance. But when I've put some pressure on, it does bend a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is glue together this thicker bit with this thinner bit to make like a stronger supporting thing. And also I just kind of wanna squeeze out loads of glue. I think it'll be quite satisfying. So let's do that and see how it goes. Theoretically, here we go. Yeah, zig and a zag and a zig. This is perfection. Oh, this could be a piece of art. Well, I'm gonna go back. It says be generous with the glue. That is pretty fucking generous. So this is my glue pattern. Looking good, quite a lot of it. And now I'm gonna move the stuff over and then clamp it down. So that should, once I do that, stick pretty firmly. That's almost sitting. Right, now we need to clamp. Well, I should have clamped it down to the desk. Yeah, I can see the goo oozing out. I feel like that's good. And I finally have use for my baby clamps. So you can see all the goo has oozed out, which is pretty good. But yeah, if I don't clamp this end, it's gonna not be that tight. So let's clamp down here too. I found that lip. Let's move that over. And then I can't hold the camera and clamp. And then we squeeze. Yeah, okay. That looks good. Should I clean the goo? I guess I should clean the goo now. Yeah, I'll clean up the goo now and then. Right, thought I'd just give you that and then we'll keep on going. Right guys, it's the end of day 2. I actually thought I'd be done today. that was naive. So what we've got is the main A frame, nearly constructed. So this is just been glued. So we're gonna put the slats across here, and then this is that beam we reinforced, so now it feels pretty strong. We've put one slat across just to keep the distances all good, 46 centimeter gap there. So that's all for now. Next time you see me, hopefully we'll be after work one day. Let's see. And we're back. It's Monday now, so this is taking much longer than expected. We're back to where we were previously. What we do have today is some 3D printed. Right, it's now Wednesday. Yesterday I couldn't do anything because I had to go to get the van weighed. So every time you do anything in Spain to your van, you have to weigh it. And I've removed the bed, so I have to weigh it. And now I'm adding a bed. But fortunately, this bed is going to be considered load. How I've suffered to get this van weighed. So I'm now in TUV Rhineland, which is an ITV station, and it cost me a lot to find this place. In the end, for $9.99, they've weighed the van, but I forgot the documents, and I'm missing work right now, which is annoying me. But eventually, I found a place to weigh my van. The initial quote I got to weigh it was 66 euros. So now I've got it for $9.99. It's near home. It's just been a massive faff. So I'm glad we're finally there. And just for your curiosity, you can see some of the things they do to the cars here. They get absolutely assaulted in an ITV. So I've actually made some changes. So there was a slight concern with the strength of these. So what I've done is join them along here. Now this might seem like it doesn't do much, but this now means that when I push on this one, the load is spread through here to the adjacent posts. And this adds quite a lot of strength. These before would bend, and now they don't bend at all. So that's really good. And then the other thing that I haven't really showed yet is this. This is where I've only just glued that, but this is where we're gonna have a little spot for carrying things. So it's gonna be hidden behind those hinges, which is pretty cool. Today's a big day. It's Sunday now, and we're gonna be taking this, which is the A-frame, the main bit, down to the van to see if it fits. Now this is a big moment because until now it's all been very theoretical. I should have tried this before, but it's a bit of a faff to go down and up and down. So we're going to try taking it down and see what happens. Let's go. This is a big moment for the channel. We're about to lift the bed up and see if all the measurements made sense. I might need to move the battery, but that was always going to happen. So let's see. Woo! I'm actually quite nervous. So we'll go to there. It's quite long, okay, but from this perspective, it fits well. Now let's see the real test, which is, I think I will have to move the battery just a little bit, but that's fine. It is a bit longer on this side than I expected, so I might have to cut those two. They were originally just going to be so that there's a bit more leg room. But this one, which is where the pillar was, has lined up nicely. This one will go into that gap where the wheel was. This one could have been longer, but that's fine. And then I just need to move the battery out of the way so that the base here can actually go into the corner that it was due to go, but that was part of the plan. Right, I feel like a combat medic, but we're gonna chop up the bed a little bit in the garage. Hopefully the neighbours don't get too pissed off, which I would understand. And we're in. With those cuts over there, we've got it. It is a bit wider than I was thinking. But it will, once you've got a back cushion here, it'll be a good place to sit. You can even lie down on it as an individual, plenty of space. And then here we're gonna either get an IKEA and modify or build again. And then it extends out to become the full bed. I'm pretty happy with it. Sunday, here we are, we're doing super well. So we're actually got quite far in the last few days. There's some things I need to update you on. I haven't been filming much, but we have our extending bed that extends in two parts. I won't move that yet because it's still gluing down.
we're gonna take the base unit outside now, varnish it, and then we're done. Move it into the van. I'm very excited. But just some things that I've been doing and learning. So I built these covers. Well, I 3D printed these things which sit on top. So now I've bolted them through. I'm now printing some covers so that they can be like this one, so you don't even see the bolt. That's done well. One thing I did, which I had seen on YouTube, but I didn't do it initially, was all these edges are now with a 45-degree angle, so that when I push this in, as you can see, when it reaches this lip, before there was a slight risk that the flat edge of this would hit this, and then if there was a pillow here, it would be impossible. But because they're all lipped, I can just keep pushing and they slide over onto the top, which is really good. Right, we've got our varnish, we've got our synthetic paintbrush, which is apparently the best one. What do I know? And this is going to be a boring job because there's quite a lot of wood, quite a lot of surfaces. I've already washed down with a damp cloth. I've wiped it all. It's been sanded, so now I just need to put an undiluted coat on. Sweet niblets, this is the most exhausting bit of all this actually. And it's the least rewarding because it looks exactly the same. But I've been varnishing for a while. Still got this to do, which is hanging from my rings. And then I have to do another coat, and it basically looks like it makes no difference, but apparently it makes it stiffer or stronger or whatever. So on we go. Sunshine, sunshine. This is the first step where I thought, that's why people pay 600 quid for the equivalent and better. Yeah. It's just such a faff. You've got to sand it and then wipe it and then paint it, and it just takes ages, and then you don't do it properly and it just looks a bit dodgy. Like, this bit wasn't even fun. The rest of this has been fun. That's just been pure effort. And I've done one layer. I probably need to do 2 more before it's like hardened and good enough for the road. So 2 more of that. I can say that the bed part is done. Hopefully the seat will arrive by then. But geez, that's a big faff. But so let's keep going. Let's finish strong.
Many hours later.
And we're done. I'm very excited to be able to finally present to you the bed in its final form. Well, we need some cushions first, but here we go. There we are. Now it's actually a lot bigger than I don't know, my head imagined, particularly up this side. I don't know why in my vision, in my head, it was like below the line of the window, but it's looking good. It's much more like, we've got all this space now. We're going to put a shelf here, but now we've got a lot more usable space. Before, the whole back was kind of stuck, and I can sit on it. Doesn't creak, doesn't make any noises. You can see we've got lots of space underneath for storage. This bit opens up here. It's a bit tight. We're going to remove this thing here, which is like a chopping board, but we painted it, and since then it's pretty stiff. We can also, the whole bed comes out. Let's put it into bed mode. One moment. This is the first time doing it, so it might take a sec.
Let's go. Ooh.
Look at that. That's pretty big. And now, because I'm brave and I built it.
Well done.
That was tough for her to say. Come on, you get in.
Let's try this.
Try and spread your weight out initially.
Okay.
Just because I'm...
It's nice.
Look at all the space we have.
You need to go up a little bit.
We have so much space.
There you go. Perfect.
How much room have you got over there?
I got plenty.
Yeah, and then got the rest of the van down there. Pretty nifty.
Well done. You did a good job.
Well, I did a good job, guys. There are some things that I hadn't thought about. Well, I thought about them, but I don't know. I thought I'd make them a later problem. Was that the power wall is here, which when you're in sofa mode gets covered up. But the cables that we're going to use to charge laptops to work from the van are going to go under. So that's kind of fine. This one is what charges the fridge. So that's just a permanent installation. And we don't really need to get to the rest of them very much. Like the lights, it's kind of useful to turn everything on and off, but you can actually turn the lights off. And most of the time we don't want them all on because they're a bit garish. something I'm going to change. And yeah, that's it. Pretty happy. So thanks for watching along with me. And
I got sunshine